So we're going to work on shape up class today. So we're going to do a good hour of some circuit training and a combination of core and some good warm-ups and cool down. So the first thing we're going to start off with today, I'm just going to move this mat out of the way. We're going to begin with the dynamic warm-up. So if you've been following along, you guys know by now what that entails. So we're going to begin first with 10 repetitions of the squat down. So bringing those hips back and the arms forward. And we're aiming for 10. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6. Now let's keep that going. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so standing up nice and tall, belly tight. We're going to focus on three-way leg swing, starting with the left side. You're going to bring that leg forward and back for 10 times. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then we'll cross it over to the front of the body for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, so let's bring the knee up. We're going to open it to the side for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, changing sides. So really focusing on that ankle stabilization as you're bringing the leg forward and back. You're working on the stabilization on the opposite side. So for 4 more, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to cross it over to the front of the body for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then we'll gently bend the knee and open that to the side, using the glute to open the knee to the side for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. So let's bring the feet nice and wide. So 2 ways you can do this one. You can fold forward. You can reach side to side if you have the flexibility to do that. Or you can do side to side up top here, bending into those knees. So we're going to aim for 10, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so 2 ways to do this one. You're going to walk it over, rotate to the one side, or you can bring your weight into that one side, lift, using the opposite knee for support. And again, just depending on the flexibility of your body. So working that side to side, getting nice and warmed up, focusing on spinal rotation, working the core. So a couple more here. 1 and 2. Coming back to center, we're going to walk the feet in, and we'll gently roll ourselves up. All right, and then working around the core. So nice big circles. Get those arms in there. And that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so pivoting over to the one side, we're going to push the right foot into the floor. Nice big lift up and down, pumping that ankle. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Change sides. Pressing that heel to the floor. Big lift up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, so you may need to use a chair or a wall for the next one, but we're going to do the quadriceps stretch. And what I would like you to do is try to change side to side rather quickly. Instead of standing and just holding for a long period of time, we'll do that more in the static portion at the end of the program. So nice big lift. If you have the balance, you can do standing side to side, maybe raising the one arm to the sky. All right, so that's about 10 repetitions. So coming back to center and bringing the arms open, stretching that chest. Remember to breathe. All right, and then big lift up to the sky, vertical stretch. Aiming for 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and circles. And reverse. Then we'll try some shoulder rotations, rolling back and forward. Forward rotation. Then we'll do some elbows, rotating out and in. And some wrists. And in the other direction. All right, and then up and down. Since we're doing some gripping of the dumbbells and things today, we definitely want to work those elbows, wrists, and fingers. All right. Okay, so getting ready, we're going to focus on warming up, doing our cardio warm-up. So we're going to go for 30 seconds of work, and we'll do 10 seconds of rest. So the first one we're going to start with today is the quick feet or football shuffle side to side. All right, so let's get ready. You're going to listen to that timer. All right. Starting in 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go, side to side. Keeping the abs tight. Now you can do wide and you can go narrow. And you can pick up the pace to make it more intense or decrease the pace for less intensity. All right, so just keep that going. We're listening for that timer. We have 9 seconds. Okay, glute kicks. So bringing the heels to the glutes, bringing those knees, bending those knees. Okay, and then you have your low impact movement, side to side. Low impact, side to side. So pumping that out, really think about bringing that heel right up to the glute, stretching the front of that leg. Okay, so listening for that timer, we're at 10 seconds. We're going to do some punches with some side swings next. Okay, so here's your low impact movement, side to side, pivoting on those toes. And then your higher impact would be a little bit of a jump in there, side to side. All right. Okay, so keep that going. We're at 20 seconds. So coming up next, we're going to do butt kicks again, but we're going to add sumo squats or wide squats in there. So coming up, sumo squats. Do a couple different variations of the jumping jack, the low impact, the high impact. Okay, so here's your high impact movement. and then your low impact. So we got your high and your low. All right, so keep that going, guys. Pump that out. 20 seconds. We're at the halfway mark for sets. Almost there. Okay, so next up, we're going to do some high knees. So bringing those knees right up there. And then you've got your low impact, no jumping. Get ready. All right, here we go. Let's pump that out. Coming up next, we're going to do some lunges, alternating side to side. No high impact in that one. 10 seconds left. Almost there now. Okay, so forward lunge, and we're going to go switching side to side. Okay, so just remember that when you're coming forward, you're planting that foot. You want to make sure that you're pushing off the heel of the foot to come back. And when you come forward and you plant, you're just going to focus on the heel of the foot, making sure the weight doesn't transfer into the toes. 10 seconds. We're going to do skaters next, 2 variations, high and low. So your skater side to side, you've got the jump where you jump laterally, or you can step side, step side. You can also do a toe tap. You can also do that jumping too with the toe tap. All right, last set. Okay, guys, let's rest up, grab a drink. I'm going to change it up now. Okay, so next up we're doing a total of 18 sets, 1, 8, and we've got a big circuit to work on here. Okay, so we're going to do 40 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest with the transition, and then I'll demo the exercises that are coming up on the break, okay? So first exercise we're going to focus on is the bridge. So we're going to get onto our mat. Okay, so laying flat on your back. We're going to do one-legged lifts up and down. So lifting up the hips, we're going to bring the leg to the sky, holding the bridge, and lifting and lowering the leg up and down. Okay, then we'll rest, and then on the next set, we'll change sides. So then every third exercise, we're going to be doing the cardio. So we'll do 1, 2, and then we'll do a cardio, and then we'll go back to 2 strength training movements, and then another cardio movement, which is going to total us up to 18 sets of different exercises. Okay, so you will need your dumbbells handy as well, because we will be doing some weightlifting in there. Okay, so let's get yourself on the mat. Get your butt cheeks nice and tight, hips to the sky. All right, starting in 4, 3, 2, 1. All one side. Pushing through the heel of that foot. And remember to breathe, don't hold the breath. So you really want to think about squeezing those glutes with those hips lifted up. And you're lifting and lowering that leg, focusing on the stabilization. Remember to breathe. Up and down. All right. Resting for 15 seconds, and we're going to change sides. Okay, so foot to the sky, lowering down, lifting up, lowering down, lifting up. Really reach the sole of the foot all the way up towards the sky. Keep the butt cheeks nice and tight in that bridge position. So it's a good core. So abs, back, glutes, hamstrings. So 10 seconds, we're going to do a cardio. I'm going to bring you back to high knees for that cardio. Okay, so rest 15 seconds, and then we're going to get into some high knees, or you can do the low impact movement. Just keep moving, okay? So waiting for that timer. Okay, here we go. Okay, so keep it going, guys. Almost there now. Okay, one arm row. So in that split stance position, the opposite arm is rested on the leg, and we're rowing up and down. Okay, so you can do this one. You can put your hand on a chair. You can put it on a ball. If you have a bench, great. You can use your weight training bench to do that as well. But if you don't, you're just using the thigh and you're pulling up and down on that one side. Okay? So abs are nice and tight in that bent over position. Okay? Keeping the elbow in to the side, make sure it doesn't flare out. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so we're going to change sides now. So you're resting and changing sides, and you got to change the feet too. Okay, so basically changing those feet, and then arms, and then you're big lifting that arm right up to the side of the body. Okay, so remember to breathe, don't hold the breath. Okay, after this one, we're going to be doing some cardio. Coming up next, we'll do some jumping jacks, but we'll add in a different arm movement. Remember to breathe, don't hold the breath. 10 seconds. Almost there. Okay, so jumping jacks with arms flying out to the sides. And then for the lower impact, no jumping, side to side. Okay, that's your cue. Let's make it go. So nice and strong, guys. Pumping that out, don't give up. 20 seconds. Almost there. Okay, so side lunges, side to side. So side, come back to center, change change to the other side, come back to center, other side, change and over to the other side. Okay, so holding the dumbbell at the chest, making sure that when you side lunge, that foot stays planted. This is your long leg planted, and then you sit into the other one by bending that knee. You come back and then you change sides. Okay, so again, foot stays flat. So keep that going, abs nice and tight. It's 16 seconds. Almost there. Okay, so squat down and then kick it back. Squat down and then other side. Squat down, kick it back. Squat down, kick it back. All right, here we go. Pump that out. So now just remember in that squat position, I don't want your chest to come to your thighs, okay? You're creating a little bit of space between the upper chest and thighs, and you're really bringing that butt back. Seated, you're trying to find a seat, keeping the chest up. Okay, so next up, we're going to do some cardio. We'll try some mountain climbers next. Okay, so we're going to do mountain climbers, knees in and out, or stepping in and out with control if you want to take it down a notch. Okay, here we go. Okay, so laying on the floor, arms overhead, then do a quarter sit-up. Come back, arms overhead, quarter sit-up, back down. So making sure that when you're doing that sit-up, that you're not lifting the feet off the floor as you do the sit-up. So only come up as far as you can control that movement properly. Breathing out as you sit up. Don't hold the breath. Almost there. Okay, so bird dog, extend that leg, hold the arm, then do a leg lift for glute. Come back in, extend, do the leg lift for glute, back in. So opposite arm and leg, glute lift, back in, changing sides. So keep it going, nice and strong. So combo bird dog with leg extension and adding in the leg lift to integrate the glute. Okay, cardio, we're going to be doing glute kicks and jumping jacks. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Okay, so all of that can be done low impact. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoop. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. So remember, anything can be done low impact, and then if you want to integrate the high and the low together, you can do that too. So you can do 4 high impact glute kicks and 2 low impact jumping jacks as an example. Okay. Okay, curling the arms up and down. So palms are facing forward, knees are bent, breathing out as you lift up. Big lift. Okay, a couple little tips here when you're doing this one. Make sure that the elbow doesn't fly forward. When you do the curl, you want it pretty stationary to the side. So you're using lots of control in that side as you lift. Okay, if you can't do that and you're swinging to try to get it up, or you're kind of wavering in the back, just lower the weight a little bit and then try to correct your movement. Okay, laying on the floor, we're going to do some tricep extensions, lowering the arms down and lifting them towards the sky. So elbows to the sky, big lift up, breathing out as you lift. So when you're doing this one, as you lower that arm down, you want to make sure that the elbow is pointing towards the sky. As you lift it up, it stays stationary. So from the elbow to the hand, you're moving around that joint. You don't want to pull your arm towards the upper thigh. If you can't correct that with the weight you're using, you have to lower your weight. Okay, let's try some alternating curtsy lunges. So alternating side to side. So I'm basically crossing that leg behind and I'm coming into a semi-lunge position. Okay, so from the side. So think of a curtsy, you're doing that little toe tap back there and sinking into that front knee. Keep the chest up, the belly tight as you focus on that one. So we have 3 exercises left after this one. We're going to do 2 of them on the floor. Okay, any style of push-up. So that can be at your knees, push-up. That can be off your knees, that's your harder one. And it can also be in the tabletop position. Okay, so you pick which one you want to do. You work with that one. You can also go maybe try the harder one and then regress as the set carries on. To build strength, like if you find, say, like the box one is just a little bit too easy, then bump up to the planking one at the knees and do the push-ups. And then once you find that starts to get too hard, then regress back to the box or the tabletop push-up. Okay, we're going to take one dumbbell. We're going to reach over the head, just comfortably as far as you can go. You want to squeeze into the lats. So the lats are part of your back muscles. And then you can also integrate the feet, which means you'd be incorporating the lower abs. So nice big lift. Lowering down, nice big lift. And lowering down. Okay, so after this one, we're going to do a cardio. All right, number 10, jumping rope. So up and down. And so just remember you're integrating the arms and then you're keeping the knees nice and soft as you do the bounce up and down. Okay, so this is your last set. Those are big 18 sets, it's a lot. And we get to go back and repeat it, yay! All right, and we get hopefully two sets of everything in. We'll get 2 sets for sure. I might be pushing it if I want to do 3. Okay, so almost there, 8 seconds. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Woohoo! All right, good job, guys. Okay, so let's grab a drink, take a rest, and then we're gonna repeat that round. Okay, so while you're resting up, I'm just going to jog your memory back to the beginning. Okay. All right, so we were doing a bridging exercise, so we're gonna go back to that exercise. So you're gonna lift those hips up, bringing the leg up, and then we're gonna lower up and down. Okay? All right, so all one side first. Now, if you like, you can take a dumbbell and rest it on the hips. You would just be hanging on to the dumbbell. I'll show you that once we get started. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so if you're holding a dumbbell, it would just be resting at the hips like this, okay? And then lowering that leg up and down. All right, so pumping that up and down now. When you're in that bridge position, making sure that the butt cheeks are tight, squeeze the glutes, don't let them sag, and pushing through the heel of the foot that's on the mat. Almost there. Breathe. Good, okay, so we're gonna change it over to the other side. Change it over to the other side. All right, big lift up and down. Big lift up and down. Oops, just demoed the wrong one. Lift up and lower down. Up and down. All right. Okay, so after this one, we're going to be doing a cardio again. Okay, so let's do a pendulum swing. So side to side, side to side. All right, so a little bit of coordination on that one. Here we go. Okay, so coming up next, we're going to be doing the one arm rows again with the dumbbells. I'll bring out the chair. I'll show you the chair variation as well. It's almost there, guys. Let's keep it going. Pumping that out. Okay, so placing the hand on the chair was the other variation. And then we were going to do the one arm row up and down. And like I said, you can also just rest it on the upper thigh. Okay, now when you're lifting that arm up, if I just give you a slightly different angle, the elbow stays tucked in towards the side of my body as I lift. Okay, so make sure that that elbow does not flare out to the side. Okay, so all one side first, then we're going to change it over. all one side, and then we're going to change it over. So nice big squeeze into that back. Okay. Change feet, change arms, and then that's a nice big lift up, squeezing right into the back. Okay. Get ready. Okay, here we go. Let's pump that out, guys. Okay, so coming up for cardio, we're going to do some crisscross legs with some squat pulses. All right, so keep it going. You're almost there, guys. Pump it out. Don't give up. So close. I can feel it. Oh, there we go. Okay, so crisscrosses, 1, 2, 3, and then some 2 pulses. And then back to crisscross, and then 2 pulse. 1, 2, okay? All right, so with the pulses, it's 1, 2, like I'm not doing a full squat up and down where I'm moving my body in the full range of motion from the top to the bottom and the bottom to the top. The pulses sit in the middle, okay? So 2. Okay, and then after that, we're going back to side lunges again with the dumbbell. You're almost there, guys. Okay, so side lunges, we're coming down, coming back to center, and then changing over to the other side. Come back to center, then changing over. All right. Okay, so just remember what I said about this one with the form, very particular about the form on this one. Make sure that foot stays flat, and then you're kneeling into that opposite leg, and then keeping the abs nice and tight. And then if you notice, you are in a slight forward flexion when you move side to side. Okay, so we're going to squat down and then lift the leg back. Squat down and then do the other side. Okay, now if you want, you can also hold one at the chest, squat down, leg lift to the side instead. If you want to change it up, that's fine too. Okay, after this one, we're going to do cardio again. Okay, 13 seconds. Okay, so lateral step and squat or squat jump or jump to the side, squat jump or just a regular squat. Okay, so lateral. Okay, so to lower that impact, you would basically step to the side, squat down, change. Okay. You can remember you can mix and match, right? So you could do a jump to the side and then just do a regular squat. Okay, so next up we've got 2 exercises on the floor. We're going to be focusing on the abs and back. Okay, so arms overhead, lifting, breathe out, sit up, lower down, lift up, breathe out, lower down. So remember, remember when you do the sit-up part, don't lift your feet off the floor. If you're compensating that way, only sit up as far as you can without lifting the feet from the floor, okay? Don't cheat. Sometimes we cheat, we don't even know we're doing it. Okay, coming up next, we're going to be doing that bird dog again with the leg extension and the glute kick. Okay, so bird dog and then glute lift, change. Okay, here we go. Okay, and then after this, we're going to do cardio. So we're going to stay on the floor. We're going to do mountain climbers. I'll show you two different variations. You can, other than just the mountain climber, you can do some downward facing dog with toe taps. Okay, keep it going, guys. Okay, so mountain climber in and out, or stepping in and out, or you can bring it into downward facing dog and reach for the toes, alternating each side. That one's a little bit more sort of like an active recovery movement. Okay, so after this cardio one, we're going to come back to the standing position and we're going to do some bicep curls. So I'll show you a different variation of bicep curl. Okay, almost there now. Okay, so we're going to do palms facing in this time. You can also alternate them side to side if you like. Okay, so palms are facing in instead of out. All right, here we go. There's lots of different variations of bicep curls that you can do. There's the palms facing out, palms facing in. Then there's alternating side to side. There's unilateral work. There's all sorts. There's palms facing down. There's lots of different various types that you can do. Okay, we're gonna go back to the floor after this one. Work on the triceps. Okay, so bending the elbows, the dumbbells coming to the tops of the shoulders. Breathing out as you lift. Okay, so we talked a little bit about the elbows in the first set. Remember, the elbow goes to the sky, and then as you lift the arm, the elbow stays in that same position. It doesn't go towards the top of the thigh, which a lot of people do to compensate to lift the arm. Sometimes they just don't realize that that's happening, or the weight is too heavy. We're going to do cardio after this. Okay, so squatting down, heel lift. Heel lift. Squat down, heel lift. Touch the inside. All right, so get ready. Okay, here we go. Okay, so we have 3 more exercises after this. We're going to do push-ups and then pullovers on the floor, and then we have cardio. Then I'd like to focus on some core work and then cool down. So any style of push-ups coming up after this one. Okay, so coming into that push-up position, so you can work from the knees. That means that the glutes are down. So you do not want to stick the butt in the air on this one. So you're pressing up and down or regular. Okay, and I also talked about the tabletop push-up. This is the one where the back is flat and your knees are bent 90 degrees and you're pushing through the arms. So you have a little bit more of a concentration and focus in that upper body, which tends to be the weakest component. So it kind of takes the concentration away from the knees and off the knees kind of push up, because you have to also learn how to integrate the core too. Okay, you're almost there. Okay, so arms to the sky, we're gonna lower that dumbbell down, then you're gonna lift it right back up. Down and up. Okay, now we did talk about integrating the lower abs in this one. You can bring the feet to the sky. Okay, lowering down and up, and you can also do bridge, lowering down and up. Okay, so after this one, we have a cardio. $16 seconds. We're gonna do front punches with high knees. Front punches with high knees coming up. Okay, so punching in the front this time, you're bringing the knees high, okay, and then to lower that impact, you're just doing high knees without the jumping in there. Okay. Good, all right. Okay, good work, guys. That was another 18 sets completed and done, so good work. That's a lot of work to do, 2 strength, 1 cardio, back to back. All right, so let's grab a quick drink, rest up, and then keep a set of your dumbbells handy. You only need 1, so maybe a light one and a heavy one, just so you can change it if you want to. We're gonna do some core next. So we're gonna bring it down to 10 sets of unilateral. Okay, so unilateral, for those of you that are familiar with it, it's just basically training on the one side first and then changing over to the other side. So we're gonna do all unilateral abs. All right, so first one, standing nice and tall, we're gonna lean towards the side that the dumbbell is on. Okay, so all one side first. Okay, so down and up, down and up. So remember to breathe out as you lift the dumbbell, breathing out. Okay, so keep that going. We're only working for 30 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so 10 seconds rest, changing sides. Change the weight if you need to. It's a nice big lift. So remember to breathe, don't hold the breath. So breathing. Okay, so keep going, and then I'm going to change it up. Okay. So opposite arm to leg, with or without a weight. You're going to press that dumbbell up towards the top of the foot. Now breathe out as you lift up. Okay, so keep that going nice and strong, guys. Okay, so you can do with or without a weight. Still working that one side. Nice big lift up. Okay. Changing sides. So nice lift, breathe out. Okay, here we go, pump it out. So almost there. So remember to breathe, don't hold the breath. Okay, so let's hold the dumbbell at the chest and we're going to rotate all to one side. So all on the right. Okay, here we go. And then we'll change sides after that set. So keeping the abs nice and tight, guys. You're leaning a little bit back. You want to feel that tension here in the abdominal wall, but you don't want to feel any pain or discomfort in the back. Okay, now changing sides. We're doing the opposite side now. So rotating. Okay, here we go. Okay, with or without a weight. You're going to do crossovers. So you're going to lift up, rotate to that one side, and then back down. So up, rotate, and back down. Okay, so you may not get up as high as me, that's fine. Just lift up, rotate to that one side, and then back down. Now, if you find it's too much with the weight, just bring the palms together and reach for just the outside of the knee, okay? All right, so it gives you a little bit of that quarter lift, whereas in the other variation, you can come up and you can do a rotation. Okay, other side, so it requires a little bit of strength. If you don't have it, just work in the quarter range, not the full range. Okay, so up, rotate, back down, or again, it's just that quarter movement here, reaching towards the outside of the knee, and then back down again, okay? All right, so we're getting close, guys. Okay, so V-sit, arms in front, reach, all one side. Okay, all one side. This should be our second last set. 20 seconds left, and then we're just going to change sides. Then we'll stretch it out. Four, 3, 2, 1, change sides now. So nice and strong, guys. Push it out to your last set. Almost there. Pump it out. Don't give up on me now. Okay, so let's hug the knees in. So we did a lot of obliques on that one, if you noticed. So we worked the sides of the core. So rocking side to side here. And then stretching the arms out, big reach. All right, let's bring it up to kneeling. Coming into tabletop, you're going to bring the head towards the hips. You're just making a little bit of a C here in the side, letter C, and you're opening up the opposite side. Change sides. And again, other side. Change sides. Good, and then coming back, we're laying on our side next. We're going to bring the heel towards the glute, stretching out the quadriceps. And then changing sides to the other side. Okay, so you bring that heel to the glute. Try to keep the hip, the top hip stacked on top of the bottom hip. And the knee in line with the hip. So do not bring it up here. Keep it low. Good, and rest. All right. So let's come into a seated position. Extend the left leg, bring the right one over top, just above your kneecap. So we're going to bend the left knee, focusing on the right glute. And just working on stretching that out a little bit, pushing that knee, right knee away from you. Good, okay, so change sides. Opening up that left knee. Good. And then let's relax. Okay, so come to a comfortable seated position. So anything that's comfortable for you, sitting on your butt, your knees, whatever. Big reach up, reach to the left, reach to the right. Stretch it up there, bring the arms down, interlock the fingers behind your back and connect your palms together while rolling the shoulders behind you. Then roll the shoulders forward, connecting the palms and fingers together. Drop the chin to the chest, or see just rounding out your upper back. Good, and then relax. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's class, and we'll see you soon. Have a great day. Take care for now. Bye.